Welcome to Focal Point, and I want to highlight the major accomplishments and the achievements of Donald Trump and his administration as we begin a new year. Look back on the other, and the media is not going to tell you these things. They don't like Donald Trump for the most part. You know, I went into a home over the holidays and I had a good 20-minute happy visit with somebody, but as soon as I mentioned his name, and then I mentioned something about, Mondami and as a communist and mayor, and they got up, they said, get out, get out. They threw me out of their house. They didn't want to hear it. Well, people have, it's kind of like a syndrome. They hate Donald Trump and they don't want to give him credit. But I want to give you credit. I wrote them down, and these are not exhaustive. But here's the things to thank God for that he's done. And I would say that he's committed, number one, to make America great. A reporter asked him, when you wake up in the morning, what's the first thing you think about? He says, I want to make this country great. Next of all, you know what? He's underscored and he has honored our Judeo-Christian heritage. Instead of a secular, ungodly revisionist history, he has pulled us back, and we want to honor with our founding fathers, our Constitution. And this is going to be our 250th anniversary. Now, some of the things I wrote down would be this. Think about this. He sealed the border. Oh, you can't do anything about it. Well, he sealed it within a matter of days. Number two or three, I thought about this. He stopped the criminal aliens from coming in. Do you know that ICE said 70% of those that, that were caught, that were breaking the law, 70% of them had convictions for crime. He stopped. He moved on this thing. He brought peace in 5 global conflicts. Think about Gaza, what he did with Israel there. Another one is he reduced gas costs. Do you thank God? I do for this. Instead of $5 for gas, down to $2? My heavens, that's something. We thank God. He lowered crime. I mean, he put National Guard in place, and we saw in the history of the United States the lowest murder rate proportionally happened in 2025. That's because of him, and I believe much our prayers. He lowered inflation. When Biden was in, it was 9.2. Did you know it? He's got it down to what? Last time I read, it was 2.7. He brought about the Iranian nuclear destruction of their plants to get nuclear weapon. That was a daring and a bold move. They did the same thing with Venezuela in terms of a capture of a thug and a drug dealer with the cartels. He reduced drug smuggling as a result of these kind of actions. He also brought significant recruitment to the Army, the Navy. That's my hoodie here. And it's all been up because there's a new pride in America. He brought respect to America and to the office of the presidency. Another one, he lowered taxes. You'll see that when you get your tax returns. He gave aid to the farmers in America. He eliminated the DEI in government and institutions. He restored integrity in the White House and in terms of the criminal justice system. That's what come under his administration. We want to give honor to whom honor is due. He brought clarity in terms of gender, male and female. It doesn't matter. That took boldness and courage to stand up there. He stopped Planned Parenthood with, tax money going to fund the abortions there. How about this? He elevated the sanctity of life instead of seeing the pro-life push that we saw in the previous administration. He strengthened the bond with Israel. He also has instituted tariffs, and that's going to get into the system this year. You watch that. Another one, he eliminated funding for NPR and PBS, slanted there. He brought about lawsuits against ABC, CBS, MSNBC, the media, judges. How about this one? Grocery prices. Not in everything. He can't control that, but he's brought it down in so many. It's a work in progress. Doge, $215 billion we've saved because of this Department of Governmental Efficiency. Another one, billions in corporate investments that are coming to America. It's happening. Also, think of this one. He brought new accountability and transparency with White House and press conferences. He brought about exposure and stopping of wasteful spending. I mean, I could go on, but I want to tell you, give honor to who honor's due. We got a lot of work ahead, but let's pray for our leaders, pray for this administration. Let's pray for the stop of the war in Ukraine, and let's thank God for a godly future and a new day.